The more things change, the more they stay the same. Hello everyone, and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video, we're headed to the world of Wolcen, Lords of Mayhem. The good old developers from Wolcen Studios have officially dropped 1.1.0.10. So you know what that means. We got to check out Steam, we got to look at current reviews, we have to look at the Steam charts, and of course, log into the game and see, is it fixed yet? As always, I will share my thoughts. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to support smaller channels. All right. Let's jump right into this. As always, we're starting off on Steam. Let's check out some recent reviews. Now, last video I made, 1.1.0.9, it was sitting at a 63% for recent reviews. It has now been updated to mixed, and it is sitting at a 60%. So again, it was climbing, I think 3 or 4 times in a row, and now it's been brought down a little bit. 63 is the peak that I've seen, and now it is at 60 with an overall of 55. The overall has not changed. Let's read some recent comments on Steam. Not bad. Good game as expected, 0 bugs encounter. Extremely enjoyable. First 3 are good. This game has been a buggy mess since I last played it. It even had a critical bug the devs knew about for 2 years and still wasn't fixed. I've even complained about it. The fact is, since I stopped playing to even now, you just keep seeing people talk about bugs, some even critical. Okay, he's probably watching me. I'd love to say I recommend this game, as I'd say I had more enjoyment on this than most other action RPGs of late. But the last time I played, my computer needed a hard shutdown, and I haven't played since. There is no point in risking my entire computer for a game full of bugs and already apparent issues, balance issues that never got addressed because of the staggering amount of bugs. And then I run into that. Yeah, I'll just pass till they fix it up, if they fix it up. Much better running. A couple more. I've been playing since before the offline release, and while it has been rough at times, I highly compliment the devs for sticking with it and improving the game. It's a really pretty and satisfying game with some fairly glaring bugs here and there, but it is massively better than launch. I put almost 300 hours in, and I definitely say they were well spent. If you got the Diablo, you got to put in the Diablo style so you understand what type of game it is. If you've got the Diablo style itch that needs scratching, you will not go wrong here, as long as you don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. It's a good quote though. Couple small ones. A lot of people give this game tons of crap, but I am loving it, but I am also playing it offline mode as a single player game, and in that respect, it's totally been worth my money. All right, we'll read the last one. This is a complete buggy mess. The developers obviously do not care to fix it. It has been a buggy pile of trash since release. This person has 110 hours in. I believe it could be a very fun game, but it does everything it can to bug out and make you lose your entire progress in a 45-minute plus run. It is embarrassing that this game was taken out of early access, but still feels like an alpha version of the game. Yikes. So, I mean, even in there, right, it's a mixed bag. Actually, I think there's more positive than negative comments, but I mean, obviously it dropped from a 63 to a 60, which isn't huge. It is still in the D range, technically. Now, moving over to the Steam charts, unfortunately, Wolcen Lords of Mayhem continues to bleed players. Now, you got to remember that it's got an all-time peak of 127,000. When they dropped 1.1 Blood Trail, it dropped all the way up to 8,100 when it was in the triple digits, and now it's back to the triple digits. So when you look now, any given day it will no longer break 1,000 unless it's like on a Saturday or Sunday. So even today, peak 980. Keep going, 400, 300, 400, 400, 800. Bips all the way back down. Look at this, at 1.316 players. 300, 400, 400, 700. This day it didn't break, Wednesday it didn't break 800. 336. Back up, barely broke 800. I don't think I've seen anything in the 2s yet. So nothing there, 800. It looks like most days, with the exception of Saturday and Sunday, it barely breaks 800. And they all have low 300s. So it is not gaining people as far as playing it. It continues to lose players. Now let's actually check out the update 1.1.0.10. Click. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. Now, this is actually considered a small update. Okay, so you see right here, small update, patch notes, Thursday, March 4th. Now, I was looking at forums, I was looking at comments, and seeing what people were saying about this. Like, I try to get a gauge of what the community's saying. And I will tell you right off the bat, a lot of people are pissed that it's a small update, but of course, Wolcen-wise, this is a 7 gig. A 7 gigabyte update, and this game is already huge. Okay, so even though they put small update because they didn't really do a lot, it is still a 7 gig update. Okay, now anybody that actually follows my build, it's better. If you haven't played the game, my build is even stronger now. Look at the first balancing update they did. Annihilation, which is my right click for my build. Base damage increased by 23%. I like that. See, they want me to give a good review. Maybe they saw my build guide. Thank you, Wolcen Studios. That's pretty cool. Now, the rest of this, so count with me for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What did I miss one? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 20 skills have been modified for 1.1.0.10. And I would say in this regard, maybe they listened to some feedback. I'm only saying maybe because I'm not 100% sure. But during the last update, they brought some skills down that were being overly used. And the community was saying, instead of nerfing skills, bring up the skills that aren't used very much to their level so you're not killing builds. It like just pisses people off. Spend all this time leveling it, the build is done, and then the skill's nerfed, so your build's dead, and you have to start something over. Makes people really upset. So the point I'm trying to get at is, out of these 20 skills that they have modified for 1.1.0.10, 18 of them are buffs. So they buffed 18 skills. So in that regards, it is good. I like that. The only 2 skills that got nerfed was the Avenger Auto Turret, base damage reduced by 17%. And 17, I mean, you'll feel that, but it's not crazy. It wasn't nerfed by like 33% or something. And then the other one is Dusk Shroud. Swift retraction, movement speed bonus reduced from 70 to 50. So on this one, I mean, it's still a huge speed bonus, and it's not like it's nerfing damage. So in this one, I mean, it's a nerf, but it's nothing that, like, I don't think you would overly notice. They were probably just reeling it in a little bit. So that's good. I mean, I am happy with seeing this. They buffed 18 different skills. Other than that, when you look at enemies, none of this stuff is important. And then under bug fixing, okay? So, you know, I mean, it is what it is. So out of these different bug fixing, 6 of these bugs are still campaign bugs. The game's been out 13, 14 months. They are still fixing the bugs in the campaign. I mean, and the campaign hasn't changed. It's the same campaign. There's still 6 bugs just for this small update that they have taken care of. And the rest of this stuff is just like little skills and that aren't working right and things like that they fixed. One on the Gates of Fate. So that's it. 7 gigs, bugs, and then skills. So let's log into the game and see, is it fixed yet? All right, so I have been officially playing for a few hours now. And as you could probably guess, 1.1.0.9 and 1.1.0.10 feel like the exact same. Really, this small 7 gig update was for skill balance, which is good because skill balance was needed. And again, I am happy that they brought up the skills that aren't used very much with buffs that matter. Now, I will tell you, if you are looking for a new build for this game because you're struggling, the build that I made, this build right here, is so much stronger. Your Annihilation does a lot more damage. The build was already good and can do everything endgame, and now it just melts things even faster. So, I mean, I guess from that regards, I am happy, and of course I will link that video at the end of this video. All right, let me kill a few more guys here, and we'll pause. All right, so here are my overall thoughts on where Wolcen's at right now, okay? They are going after the details. Now, I said it in the last video, we have sent up, and when I say we, I mean content creators, lots of information to Wolcen Studios because they requested it to the developers for what we think they need to do to fix this game. And I'm telling you, I read the information that content creators were sending up, and it's gold. I said it in the last video. Wolcen Studios has the golden ticket. Now, I've never made a game in my life. I don't know how long it takes to implement this stuff. All I'm really looking at is what the game needs and when are we going to get it. Now, I do have to say, one of the pieces of information that we said is stop nerfing things and buff other skills. And they did that. But as far as potentially a new endgame system, fixing minions, which you see over and over and over again, as far as Gates of Fate's nodes that don't work, as far as the crafting system, like as far as updating their stash, none of this stuff has taken place. And I would think some of that would be fairly easy to do. Again, I have no idea. But as of right now, Wolcen Lords of Mayhem, being over a year old, is it better from launch? Yes, night and day. It feels more stable. I rarely get kicked off of the servers now. As far as bugs, they're still there. You'll still encounter them when you're playing, but obviously not as many as they continue to fix it. But as far as Wolcen Lords of Mayhem, is it fixed yet? No, it is still not fixed. Is it possible for them to fix it? Yes. I do think it is not too late for this game. I know it's pissed off so many people, me included, but we still don't have Path of Exile 2. We still don't have Diablo 4. We still don't have Diablo 2 Remastered. We still don't have Last Epoch 1.0. We still don't have Lost Ark. We still don't have TL Origin. There's still some huge games that people have been waiting for years. We don't even have Magic Legends yet. So as far as action RPGs, you have Grim Dawn, you have Alpha Last Epoch, you have Path of Exile, you have Diablo 3, but people are looking for something to play. So the door is still opened, Wolcen Studios, but you gotta do something bigger. You gotta do something that builds hype, that gets people back to playing the game. And little small updates is not going to do it. We sent you the information, I've read the information, I know you've received the information. So just start implementing it. Okay, everybody, that's all I've got. Wolcen Lords of Mayhem 1.1.0.10. What do you think? Are you still playing this game? Is it a game that you've been waiting for to potentially get fixed? Let me know in the comment section below. If you have not joined the official Action RPG Discord, please do so. We're over 650 members, great conversations every day. The idea is to create a gaming community that could jump from game to game together so you never start the server alone. Link for that Discord is in the description. Thank you all for watching. Stay home, stay safe. Do not forget to join the official Action RPG Discord. Aaron, out.